So, I want to jump on here and hit the one thing that can start and grow your pressure washing business, or for that sake, any business. And so, I'm down here in Gatlinburg. Um, we came down here to Pigeon Forge and we did some hiking, and we went to a place called, it was called the llama, you walk with llamas, and and you go up a trail, and it's not so much about the llamas. The owner was really cool. His name was Steve. Really cool dude. He lived in the corporate world, was corporate, and just got tired of doing corporate stuff. Now, he moved to the middle of nowhere. He came from Detroit, Michigan, came down here to good old Tennessee, Cosby, Tennessee. Nothing around here. And he kind of started and grew his this llama business. It's called Smoky Mountain Trek. It's a great, and basically, it is one that he just got tired of the corporate world. And so that's what I want to talk about. And we kind of talked quite a bit, and a lot of it has to come down to this right here, mindset. You know, I think a lot of people, and the reason why I'm hitting on this too is I received a very long message today from one of my members, one of my watchers, of how I have helped him. And, I've been preaching this a lot lately, and that's why I want to hit on this, because if I didn't hit on this, he wouldn't be where he's at right now. And so this member and subscriber is up in the northwest. And he is one that he was very heavy. He weighed over 550 pounds, 570 pounds, I think he put on there. And he was a truck driver, and he didn't want to do it no more. And just didn't have pretty much a will to live, pretty much just didn't care. And so that is, and basically he was saying that, I've helped him through things of just the mental side of things. And that's why I want to hit on that. You know, a lot of people, and I hit on this too, because I had my class this couple days ago. I had a class. I had a class on Friday, and there was some people there that had the same issue. And a lot of this issue is when you were growing up, you may have grew up in a certain location. You may have grown up in the city. You may have grown up in different areas. And in these areas, you may have grown up as, you are not good enough. You will never make it. You are just a piece of crap. And I don't want that to, I'm not there to tell you that, because that's not true. That's not true at all. And it doesn't even mean city folk. There's a lot of out in the country that's the same thing of, you're too dumb to go to college. You're too whatever. And that is not true 100%. I don't care who you are. They will say most of your people that are entrepreneurs never finish college. And what they usually say is the A students usually work for the C and D students. And so the reason why I'm hitting on this is because, you know, I want you to know that you can do it. Is it hard? Yes. Is it going to be scary sometimes? Yes, it is. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be things that, that's why I tell you to read books. That's why I tell you to do different things. So that a lot of it has to do with right up here. There's nothing special about you that you cannot do this. You know, your mindset is what is going to get you too. Anyone can pressure wash. It's all between the ears. Mindset for sure, 100%. You know, I I see people that want to go down the road of I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I don't know if I can do it. And I've never been able to do something like this. I'm scared. Um, but just go out and do it. Yes, just go out and get it. You'll figure it out and stop delaying. And that's probably the biggest thing that I see. And I'm kind of wanting to hit on this, and I knew this might not be some big nice topic that I'd get a lot of viewers, and I don't care, because this is something that I really do believe that if you do not do this, this can, the only person that is stopping you is you. There's nobody out there stopping you. Now, is there negative people out there? Absolutely. You can find all the negative people you want. I guarantee you, you can find 10 to 1 negative people. 10 to 1. You can find 10 negative people for every one positive person. And so that's what I want to hit on. Go find those positive people, get around positive influences, be a positive influence, and that will help you grow your business. That is what you got to do. Jason can make you 9,000 profit on one job. Yes, his head is huge, but who cares? And that is something that I want to make sure that you all understand is this is something that you have to do, and you have to be able to get to that next level. So what is some other things? I talk about getting around positive people, being around positive people. I was talking about one of the thing of coming to the Texas. If you're in the Texas area, of the Power Wash store is having a free event. It doesn't cost a thing. It's free, and there's some huge speakers there. It's me. Me, Josh Latimer. Um, you can be around Michael Hindeliner. You can be Everett Abrams. Some of these people are very positive, very good at what they do. These are, and it ain't even what they do. It's getting around positive people. And when you get around positive people, you will you will do what you need to do. You will get to the next level. And that's why I say, all you got to do is just learn maybe one tip that day. And if you can learn one tip and take it back to your business, that'll help you every bit. I have to listen to motivational stuff every day. Helps keeping the naysayers at bay, because that's the truth. There's naysayers every day. And you know who the biggest naysayers are probably at the end of the day? Family, friends. Them are the worst. Because you know what? They've been the ones probably telling you all this time that you can't do it. You're not smart enough. You're not this. You're not that. Um, those are the people that are they will hurt you the worst. They ain't going to help you grow your business. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you they are not going to help you grow your business. They will be the worst. I mean, I had my own mother a couple weeks ago, month, two ago, say something. And I was like, no, negative. I don't want to hear it. I don't need to hear negative stuff. So what do you got to do sometimes? Sometimes you got to close your ears to them, or sometimes you got to shut them out of your life. They always say you are you are like the 5 people you are around. So if you're around five duds, guess what you are? A dud. Get around 5 amazing rock stars. Then guess what you are? An amazing rock star. And that's what you want to be around. That's who you want to be putting yourself into place by. That is what you want to do. Don't be a dud, be a stud. Amen on that. And it's easy to go down that road of that victim mentality. I can give you dozens and dozens of reasons to go down that victim mentality. That victim mentality does nobody any good. Anybody that's grown a business does not think of a victim mentality. If you think you are getting one leg up by being in a victim mentality, all that is excuses. You know what the number one thing will kill your business? Excuses. Let's see if we can get some more excuses, because I can give you an excuse for everything. I mean, trying to grow my business. I can give you 25 excuses. Well, you know what? Everybody's trying to copy me. Well, you know what? There's just too many people out there trying to do the same thing. Well, you know what? There's just all these pressure washers. Look at all these signs out here. You know, I've been a dud. It was a huge excuse. A huge excuse is nothing. And this isn't even just pressure washing. This could be health. What's your excuse on your health? Why are you sucking it? Why are you being in bad health for? Why are you in bad shape for? Because you got an excuse for me? What about your financial life? Are you good on that? Are you exactly? Extreme Ownership is a great book to read about any of this stuff. Whether we're talking about our financial, maybe it's something to do with our marriage. Maybe maybe it's not even about pressure washing. I mean, we can come up with excuses for that. I mean, excuses are excuses. Taking ownership and doing what we need to do is right is what will grow your business, is what will grow your financials, is what will grow your mentality of your health. Maybe you want to stick around for another 20 years. Drop off the cheeseburgers and crap food, the sugars, and all the crap like that. You know, I like the hash browns in the morning. Sometimes you got to drop them. Sometimes it's not easy. I think that when I look back and I want to sit there and be a victim mentality, all it does is just does nothing. Competition can get you down if you let it. And that's why I say don't worry about your competition. Don't worry about them. If you're going to worry about your competition, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to look at their 5-star reviews, look at all the negative 5-star reviews, and then do better at what they're not doing good at. That's when you look at your five. That's when you look at your competitors. You don't look at your competitors going, well, my competitors are doing this and they're doing that and they're doing this and that and this and that. Well, guess what? Whether you like Grant Cardone or not, he spits facts into 10X rules, and that's a great book, and I agree 100%. When is the Power Wash Store event? I believe it is May 15th and 16th is when I believe it is. Now, it's not how to do this and how to do that. It's not the beginner's course. If you want the beginner's course, you need to come to my in-person class. This is more of getting mindset, getting to the next level, learning how to do different things you need to do. Since I quit the 9 to 5, I'm losing weight. Stress went down and getting sleeping much happier. What up, bro? Hope is all doing well. How you doing, Mr. Southeast Southwash? I am doing awesome. I just I'm getting on here because I know you talk about it a lot too, of mindset. Mindset is what you got to get into the mindset. Hey, Jason, thanks. Enjoyed your class. It's May 14th and 15th. I believe it is. You know, give Jason some thumbs up. I think the biggest thing is just get out of the victim mentality. The victim mentality does nobody any good. I mean, I can give 25 excuses all day long, any day, all day. Give them one right after another. I can start giving you some right now that you can do. Well, there's all this competition. Well, I just ain't got the right equipment. Well, I'm not good at sales. I'm not good at marketing. I'm not good at this. My friend tells me I suck at this. My parents tell me I suck at this. My sister tells me I'm no good because I couldn't finish high school. I'm just a piece of crap person. I can give you all the excuses. I can also give you all the good things. You are an amazing person. You are a unique person. There's nobody else like out there like you. You can do amazing things. 100%. And if you want to believe, and I don't go down this road a lot, and I don't hit it on a lot, but whatever you believe in, you were designed for a reason. You are the reason, here for a reason and no other thing. Had a guy at class Friday. His final question was, what if there's a drought? Like, dude, if you find a reason not to be successful, you will. 100%. You know, you were born here for a reason. You were put on this planet for a reason. You are an amazing person. Period. I don't care if you're even Al was here put on this planet for a specific reason. You know, look how many Al might not think he's done a lot, but look how many lives Al has been a positive influence through 33 years, 32 years of teaching a high school. Now you might say, well, I don't teach at high school. I don't do that. Every job is important. Everything you do is important. Every job you do is important. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a job. So, you know, even Al, that might be pushing it. You're right. But you know what? Al has two amazing daughters that he has brought up, trained, and probably, yelled at them plenty of times. But you know what? He's here for a reason. He's here so that he can give Jason headaches and put stuff in his bleach tank that he's not supposed to. And Jason gets to learn things that don't put that stuff in your bleach tank because it's going to do crazy things and it's going to make your bleach tank start fuming up. But on the other hand, Al does amazing jobs at decks. He's done hundreds of decks. He just didn't charge enough, but that's all right. Because you know what? That's what it is. And you are in the same boat. There's a lot of amazing people in here. We always want to tear each other down. Have you ever thought of, instead of tearing somebody down, raising someone up? Because I guarantee you, even if you raise your competition up, the people you might not like, you will be successful. Guarantee it. You don't see people tearing people down being successful most of the time. Because you know what happens when you're that type of person of tearing other people down? Usually karma is a bitch. Karma is going to come back and bite you in the tail. 10x. You know, you can say whatever you want to say about the presidents. But even Trump, even after he lost, he even said to Biden, I hope him the best, whatever. It's not an easy thing. The one thing I give Trump is he's very positive. There's very little, if any, negative stuff come out of his mouth. It's always positive. It's always positive, forward thinking. And it can be so hard to do that. I deal with it. I still deal with it. But you know what I try to do? Think positive. Instead of thinking of 10 things negative, think one thing positive out of that negative thing. And you know what usually happens? You change your mindset and the way you look at things, and that will help you out bigger than anything else. Anything. You can do anything. And you might say, Jason, I'm just some low boy person down here in the middle of nowhere. Yes, you are. But you can do amazing things. And here's the thing. Maybe you start a pressure washing business. Maybe you get it to the next level. Maybe you don't. But maybe you learn one skill from it, that you take that one skill and you take it over here and you're amazing at it. Don't think you're just going to be the top of the top and amazing right out of the get-go, because it's not going to happen. It takes work. It takes struggles. It takes things that you got to do to learn. It's all a learning curve. I'm still learning every day. I haven't given up. I learn every day. I learned things. I learned a lot of things yesterday about llamas that I had no idea. And you know what? It was a lot of fun. My kids loved it. My kids absolutely loved it. We did a lot of other fun things yesterday, and that's all they talked about was them stupid llamas. So make sure that you're being positive. Make sure that you are getting negative out of your life. And you can do it. You can do it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. Because here's the thing, if you allow negative people around you and you allow those negative thoughts into your brain, you can't do it then. Because it's going to be damn near impossible to do that at that point. But if you put positive stuff in there and you do the things that you need to do, you can do it. Is there an agenda for the Power Wash Expo? I don't know. I mean, I've talked to Michael. I haven't heard any more about it. So sometimes it's the negative person. I love you, big head. I know you do. Be positive and help others when where you can. You can get everything in life you want if you will just help enough people get what they want. Better together. And that is 100% true. You know, that is true to no other end. If you help enough other people, you will get what you want. Guarantee it. 100%. Run one ad, bid one job, close that job, do that job, cash that check. There's no more excuses. Sometimes that negative person is your mama. Just tune it out. And that is so true, dude. Your family can be the worst of the worst of being negative to you. And I don't know how to get rid of that negativity sometimes. Sometimes you just got to do it with love. And you just got to keep pushing and keep going. You know, that's why I push the positive side of things. Because honestly, the more I look at this and the more I do it, it's all about positivity. It's all about positivity. I love the positivity vibe, brother. I see way too much bashing on the Power Wash pages, and it's sickening. Everyone started from the bottom, whether they want to admit it or not. And that's 100%. That's why a lot of times I tell you all to not go down the route of the Facebook groups. It isn't because I it's because of that. I hate seeing the bashing. The you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. Watch me, I'll show you I can, you know? And why bash on somebody else? Because you makes you feel bigger? Keep bashing. That's going to get a lot of good out of it. What's the best app for estimating jobs? Either your CRM, you can do it that way, or like Responsibid is probably the best app, but it's cost a little bit of money a month. Keep a positive attitude, it will take you places. My dad says when you have a real job, you will have more. I said, Dad, I have enough on Christmas lights to buy your house whose job is real. And that's so true. You know, comments like Richard Lacey, he's done very well this year, very well. And when you get a real job, because you got that daughter of yours, and you need to go get you a 9 to 5 job, and all they do is tear you down at that point, tearing you down. You can make way more. You can do way more. You can set your daughter on a trail that she would never been able to do if you wouldn't have started and grown your pressure washing Christmas light business. And that's what I want to talk about. People like Richard is a guy that is in Florida. got lots of competition, and is growing his pressure washing Christmas light business. That is what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Giving your daughter something that you would never be able to give otherwise. You know, and that is what is amazing. That is why I love doing what I do, because I know that you can do it. You are doing it, and you're doing an amazing job, and you're setting your daughter on a path that she would never be able to do if you didn't do it. She's learning things by you running your business and seeing how you doing things and how you can turn positive things and do positive things for her and spend time with her. You might not be able to do that if you had a 9 to 5 job or a job where you can't take time off and stuff like that. As a computer program, I have all kinds of people saying that what I am thinking. That's awesome, Richard. People like that will never get it. Make way more and actually be involved and present in their life. Go with go with how much you want for the day and figure out how many days it takes. It's all about running the numbers. Does SH burn up grass? Absolutely, it does if it's in the high solution. I see people pre-treating, didn't know if it was. I mean, it depends on if you're downstreaming, depends on what you're doing. Just starting my pressure washing side hustle. Just put out 10 signs and giving out cards. Have people telling me it won't work using the customer's water. What do you think, Jason? That's how we clean all the houses, is using the customer's water. My daughters clean houses and concrete. SH will burn up grass. Dilution is solution. Water it down. Thanks. You have helped me a lot. So has Southeast Softball, if he's still in here. Yes, I want to know as well. Do you use customers' water, and how do you go about that? We hook our garden hose right up to it and play on. And one plays soccer at a D1 Ohio University. I am truly loving Halt. Works so great. During my first $2,500 week this week, feeling the ball starting to roll. That's what it's all about. Do a $2,500 week, get you to a $10,000 month. Then you can hit a $15,000 month, a $20,000 month. Say you quote through a CRM, then show up to site and it turns out to be a nightmare. How do you handle this? Make sure you bid it enough beforehand. I mean, you can change things a little bit, but that's kind of how it is. What do you do about lines and driveways after you surface clean? Obviously, that's going to be a thing of making sure that you're surface cleaning it right. Make sure you're not surface cleaning it too fast. I'm trying to set this phone up so I don't have to keep holding it and moving it. Surface. The other thing you can do is put up or post treat it. Put some bleach down on it. I cleaned 2 houses and a Chick-fil-A with my friend Derek, and I tell you, it's so easy. Just spray it and rinse, and that is it. He let me spray the SH and use the surface cleaner. Yep. As I always say, the pressure washing is the easy part. Getting those customers can be the hard part, but it's not impossible. It can be done. In a pinch, can you use ATF for oil pump? I wouldn't probably use ATF, George. You want to use 30 weight non-detergent oil, and yes, you can get that at a like an auto parts store. 30 weight non-detergent oil. The reason why you want non-detergent oil is because if you use detergent oil, it will actually make bubbles and stuff like that, and that can be bad. She will work any dude out. For the bulkhead fittings for the buffer tank, does it come with the fitting for the hose, or is that a separate purchase? Separate purchase. Nick Nutter, Facebook Lives have been a huge hit. Big confidence booster hearing customers say they chose your company because of our live videos. Let's talk about that. If you're not doing it, you should be. And if you're scared to death to doing it, join the membership and do it there. That's why I have my Facebook group, is so that you can do that right there. You know, Jason Hefner started last year, and he started doing his lives in there because he was scared that he couldn't do them and sound like and do them good. And so he would do them in the Facebook group. And that's why I want you to do them in the Facebook group. In this Facebook group, I'm not going to allow people to bash you. You know, I might allow constructive criticism to go, but not you suck. Why are you doing that? Like Luke gets on there and he does amazing lives. I love his lives. He should. Luke, if you're on here, you better be doing lives on on your personal groups also, because you do amazing jobs on it. My first time doing it. Is 2,300 good enough for a homeowner? What do you mean by 2,300? I'm assuming your PSI. It's not about PSI. It's more about GPMs, how many gallons per minute it flows. You want a 4 gallon a minute. If you can afford a 4 gallon a minute, that's what you would rather have than 2,300 PSI. Jason, do you ever think about starting another pressure washing business, or do you have other business plans? I have other business plans. I love what I'm doing right now, and that is my plan of what I keep on doing. I love helping people start and grow and be successful, and that is what I love to do. And the more that I get reviews, people sending me emails, people sending me messages of how I have helped them, how I have helped them from doing stupid things, one all the way down to suicide. And when I can doing that, that's what I love to do. That is the thing that gets me excited. It's not about the money. And you all don't need to be working. I mean, even you all, it's not about the money. It's doing what I love to do. I love help people starting, growing, and being successful. I love that I can help you get to your dream. I love that I can help people like Richard that has a daughter and he's able to grow a business, grow a Christmas light business, grow a pressure washing business, and be successful and do the things he's able to do for his daughter. He's making $10,000, $15,000 months. Do you think he could do that from a 9-to-5 job? No, he couldn't. I would probably say he couldn't. In fact, I would probably say that there's very few in here that is making $10,000 a month. There's a few, but very few. And that is what I love. I love that I can help you start and be successful. Now, I know it's hard. Some people I can get them, they listen and I can get them there easier than others. But that's what I love about it. That's what gets me up. That's what keeps me going. When I read emails and I got one today. I cried through it. I literally cried through it. And I'm not even joking. That is what makes me excited. There's nothing better than hearing awesome stories of you getting through mental blocks, me helping you get that you can do it, me helping you being able to do it. That is what is amazing. That's what makes me happy. That's what keeps me going. So, I know I went down a rant there, but that's exactly what I want. Jason, thanks. Hi, Jason. Mate, how you doing? Good, Nathan. Ian, love your insight. Watch one of your videos that really motivated me. Instead of going out first thing, dropping all the money on equipment, I bought yard signs and focused on landing jobs. Landed too. That's awesome, dude. That's what I'm talking about right there. You going out there getting business before you go spend a bunch of money and don't even know if you can get business. I bit the bullet and I'm trying to thrive. Let me know how that works because I was going to do a thing on. I was going to see if they would. I was going to do a setup with them. Ian, look forward going to one of your trainings from upstate New York. Yeah, my last train. I do have my next training up. It's probably going to be. I got it set for Cincinnati unless somebody's like, hey, have it in my area. I'll get you a conference room in that, or you have a place that I can have it. Um, and if you do, I will have it in your area, maybe as long as it ain't too far away. It's set for May 21st, is the date that it's set at. So if anybody's in like Indianapolis or maybe Louisville, Lexington, down that way, or about a 2 or 3. I don't want to really go more than 2 or 3 hours. Do you charge extra for the brick foundation when doing a vinyl siding or just include it? I just include it and usually I don't do a whole lot with it. Any tips on using XJet to do soft wash on a home, products or chemicals to use? You can use XJet, you can use the downstream bleach and some surfactant. Jason, you are almost to 25,000 subs. Congratulations. I know I seen that the other day. Maybe I need to give something away. Jason is kind of like our personal social worker. I think we all need one. Thanks for everything you do, Jason. I've been washing a few houses in my area in Indiana. Even though I still have my job, it's a great feeling not having to be in a nursing home 80 hours a week, pacing, feet hurt, back hurts. Hi, Jason. I just started Responsibid. Lots of info. Yes, there is. Went from $650 a week to $650 an hour. Trust the process. Amen. I've been putting my yard signs out. They are working. Jason from Nathan. Jason, mate, what is your email address? Please help me out on getting a building cleaning for schools. Thank you, mate. You can check out pressurewashhelp@gmail is one of them. Thank you for the $2. For a part timer, thoughts 4 gallon a minute to wall. Honestly, I know that's or about $1,000 machine that you can get under 1,000. I would honestly wait and go with you can get it for about 1,500 to 1,700. The 5.5 gallon with the Honda 390, and it'll be a lot better machine. It'll last you a lot longer. Indiana Power Clean. 6 weeks ago, I was stressed that the phone wasn't ringing. 150 signs later, it won't stop ringing. Good problem to have. It's all about trusting the process. It's all about getting those signs out. It's all about all of that stuff, And I know a lot of times I harp and I push and I tell y'all, you can't just put out 10 signs and think, well, it's not working, or put out 100 signs, well, it's not working. You got to put out 500, 1,000. Door hangers, you got to put out 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Mailers, same thing, 10,000. What's the name of your Facebook group? I can give you the name, but you have to be a member of the pressure washing membership. So if you're not a member, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/free, and then in there it'll tell you how to get to it. Luke, I like Luke. Luke's an awesome guy. I met Luke last year at I met Luke Callett at Washathon. Luke is awesome. I like the way he thinks a lot. He's out in Oklahoma. He's been doing some lives, Facebook lives, and it's fun to watch you grow, Luke. It's fun to watch you grow as a business person and getting things to the next level. Door hangers and signs have been killing it for us. And we got the Arby's contract through a Facebook neighborhood group. Thanks, Jason. I used something, I used nothing but signs on poles, and now I'm getting referrals. Robert, made a lot of money with your help, man. Thanks. Exactly how I like to be taught. Simple and straight to the point. Indigo Home Services, thanks for all your help and videos. I swore I was going to stay primary residential, but the city contacted me about the marina and I got the job. That's going to be a big payday. That's awesome. I am in California out here where the stucco houses. What percentage of SH should I be using on stucco? You need to use about a 3%, 3 to 4%. You can either use the NextJet or you can use the Super Sucker downstream injector. Jason, can you help with SEO? I can teach you how to do it. I don't know. I don't like snake oil, and that's what SEO is a lot of times, is snake oil. I've been thinking about doing some things about it. I just hate it. I'm not a big fan of it. As far as commercial contracts, have you ever tried cold calling them when they were just starting out? Yeah, honestly, I do a lot of email marketing. Email marketing is where it's at. Because if you can get the emails and then you can hammer down on it. Same way with LinkedIn. William B. thinks I own a small landscaping business but want to dedicate at least one day a week for house washing. I did 20 houses last year with a robbery last season by accident. Yeah, honestly, like I was saying, I would go with the 5.5 gallon since you are a landscaper, and it'll last a lot longer. The surface cleaner works a lot better on it. It's just a lot better machine, and you'll be able to keep your time, and you'll knock off 15, 20 minutes off of that versus that other machine. And make sure learn how to clean right with using a downstreamer and all that kind of stuff. Would you start with a 4 or go ahead with the 5.5? I would go ahead with the 5.5 because the 5.5 and the 4 aren't that much difference unless you're going with the big box store. The 4.5 versus 5 is not much difference. Yeah, and see, that's the thing when you're talking about landscaping clients. The best, the best, the best customers are the customers that you already have. That's the best customers to get. Stop doubting your fears. As a retired school teacher, check out Mindsaw on YouTube for some easy SEO changes. Positive, good guy. Mindsaw. DJ's got me on one guy, and I can't watch him. And that might be the way I used to be. I know I talk a lot with my hands, but this dude talks all the time with his hands, and he's like he's got ADD. He's going here, there, and everywhere. And I'm like, dude, and I might be the same way. I don't know. Can someone post a link for the 5.5 GPM pressure washer he's talking about? You can go to if you look up southeast, not southeast, south side equipment out of Louisville, Kentucky. That's one, Russ Johnson. You can also look up Manatee Pressure Washing. They have it. And then also Panhandle Pressure Washing Equipment and Sales has them too. Do you catch the water before it runs in down the city drains. Only time that might happen is on driveways, and you can dam it up to keep it out or put a cover over it so that way by the time it gets to the next drain, it's already evaporated up. I really want a high roof van, or is a better ideal to stick with the pickup truck? Here's the problem with, I seen you posted that in another group. Here's the problem with the vans. You're breathing all those nasty chemicals. That's the reason why I don't like the van. If you're going to do a van, you need to have a bulkhead that is 100% not breathing that stuff. Chris Palmer is who you're talking about. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Yep, I love when someone calls me and just says, put me on the schedule. They don't care about price because they built trust over me. Not just your hands, just the big head. Flathead. Either a flatbed, or the box trucks aren't a bad thing either. Bought a Bandit 5.5 from Pressure Wash Products, best price. So there you go. Pressure Washer Products has the best price on them. Nathan, hi Jason. What do you recommend to get rust stains off driveways on a side of a house? You can use F9, the Bark F9, or you can use oleic acid is another thing, or you can use Rust Remover Plus. There's a couple other ones out there, but those are the ones that I know of. But so, what is your goal this week? What is one thing that you are going to work on this week? What is that thing that you are going to do to make your business grow to the next level? What is that one thing that you are going to do? Are you going to try to get out 25 signs? Are you going to try to post 4 times in a Facebook? Are you going to post 1 or 2 times in LinkedIn? Are you going to put out 500 flowers? I wouldn't put out flowers probably. Flyers. What is the one thing that you are going to do to grow your business? What is the thing that you're going to do? Try to find an employee. Marketing. Them are good. Marketing. Put out 500 flyers, 50 signs. Awesome. That's what I like here. That's what grows your business. I understand every job is different for as far as pricing. You have many videos on here. However, let's say on average, what is a good way to price commercial buildings? For example, a local mall, big building, $300 an hour. Figure out how many hours it's going to take and times it by 300. Add 10 or 20 hours to it, so that way when you have mistakes, you'll be pretty close to it. What percentage for roof washing? I like 6%. Having an issue with my chemical injector when I downstream water shoots through the line into my chemical bucket. You need to change out your downstream injector. It is junk. It is bad. The ball is gone. More 5 rounds, more signs. Ordering signs from a new business, Ohio business line. Signs. I started out Friday until 1:30 putting out yard signs. SEO research, 10 rounds, and getting people to share Facebook. What are you doing? Oh. We're staying at a hotel, and there's my kids over there. I got out of the room so I could actually have some quiet time. I got mine on wheels, but you can get them on a skid. Well, this is what I want you to do this week. I want you to read one book. I want you to start on a book or read a book. If you haven't read this book, I'm going to give you a book to read. I'm going to give you a couple books to read. But if you haven't done this, this is what I want you to do this week. And you might say, Jason, I don't like reading books. Well, guess what? You can put some audio buds and earbuds in your ears, and you can listen to books and audiobooks. So if you haven't read this book yet, I would highly recommend E-Myth. E-Myth is one of a great book to read. It teaches you about how to run a business, because 9 times out of 10, people in this business, that's where they fail. They don't know how to run a business. The Art of War. I may have to look at that one up. E-Myth, because you don't know how to run a business. A lot of people in this business have a technician mindset, and this is something that I would really want you to look at. So, E-Myth is one. The next book I really want you to read, especially if you having issues with mindsets and dealing with mindset problems, I really want you to read Extreme Ownership. And again, you can either listen to it or you can go audio. I did the audio version. Extreme Ownership. So those are the 2 books that I really want you all to read and listen to. Reason why I want you to do this for is because Extreme Ownership will help you get out of the mindset of it's somebody else's fault. It's this person's fault. It is that person's fault. That is what I definitely don't want you to do, is think that it's somebody else's fault. Getting out of that mindset, getting into the mindset of what you need to do to grow your business. So, if you haven't read them yet, I want you to read either E-Myth or start on Extreme Ownership. Both of them are phenomenal books. Phenomenal books. Jocko has great books. You are right. So, E-Myth is 10 E-Myth. Which is it? One is it? It's E-Myth Revisited is I believe is the updated version of it. E-Myth Revisited. And it's an older book. It has nothing to do what you think it's about. I hadn't read it in a long time because I thought it was about something completely different. And it is a great book for you to read. I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. So, with that said, I'm going to jump off here. Again, think about coming to Dallas, Texas. It'll be a great class, especially you guys that are start making money and growing and getting to the next level. It'll definitely help you out. It'll help a brand new person out too, but it'll definitely help out the next level. And if you're wanting to start and grow a pressure washing business and learning how to do all the things and you actually get the pressure wash, go check out pressurewashhelp.com/in-person training. And there I have my May class up. It's going to be May 21st. Right now it's in Cincinnati. And that is definitely something that you will want to do. No Excuses by Brian Tracy is my top 3. Nice. So, with that said, I hope you all have a great week. Hope you go out there. One thing I want you to do too is be positive. Go out there and find one person a day. Try to find this is my goal for you this week. Try to find one person per day and give a positive thought to them. Just be positive. Do something out of the ordinary that you would never do. Buy somebody's lunch. Do something that you would never think about doing. Do that this week and see what happens. I guarantee you will be a lot better off by doing that. Maybe go out there and buy somebody's lunch. Pick up somebody's groceries bill, something. And you might say, Jason, I ain't got the money to do that. Try it. See what happens. Dare me. I dare you to. Be positive. Think positive. Stay positive. Have a great week.